Yo, this your boy K Down. Once again, back at with your boy Easy, most known unknown, Easy also, and KG the Great. How y'all doing today?
Yo,
What up?
That unenthusiastic ass unenthusiastic ass yo.
yeah, ain't nobody got no reason to be enthusiastic right now.
Oh
The way the
man.
Bears been taking the place up, come on.
Man, look, the Jets is 9-0. We got something to be enthusiastic.
And they almost look better than us. Hell, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm already ready to go.
See, we gotta slow down. Sorry for this 2 week hiatus. I know it's been a lot of things hectic and busy on my end. But we back like rock straps. Um, going over these last couple weeks. These last couple weeks have been interesting. We're not gonna do much of week 8 because y'all probably been seeing hundreds and thousands of week 8 shit already since we a week late. So we just gonna recap on week 9. Uh, the Patriots damn near lost to the Jets. Of all people, the Jets. Jetss.
You know
What
what?
in the fuck was going on?
I can
The
honestly
Patriots is
say,
that bad.
yeah, watching the game, because I haven't seen them play, but watching the game, it's slow paced as ever. It's like I can see what Brady had to work with, and Cam working with them same tools. It's not much there. It's not
Yeah.
much there for him. You know what I'm saying? And then it's almost like they old and decrepit, and he like the young guy that's breathing the youth. But they actually all around his age and stuff like that. So that's the thing. But they
But
was just
you also got to remember the Patriots was the most hit team by COVID opt outs this year.
that is true.
Yeah. I don't even think it mattered though. Because you look at the offense, you see Cam Newton, the quarterback, all four of their running backs, Burkhead, Harris, James White, and there's probably another one I haven't even mentioned. And
Yeah.
I look at the receivers, I'm like, who the fuck is any of these people?
Greg
Yeah,
Orlowski. Oh no, that's a receiver. He just ran the ball a couple times.
yeah. You got Myers, who is his go to. You got Bird, not doing much. Harry is out right now. I mean, I like I said, I see what Tom Brady had to work with. He struggled, so I'm not surprised. Plus, I think it affected Cam more than we think. Being put on a COVID list and stuff like that, having COVID, you don't know how his progression is. And I know they said that he's also in that new system, so he's still getting adjusted to it and stuff like that. So, but he did what it took. He did what it took because he couldn't come out of that game with an L. He just couldn't. There's no way he can live it down right now.
Belichick would have been fired. That's why. Like that's when you know the Patriots really went down if they lose to the winless Jets. I mean, there would have been no excuse.
The Jets
Like,
can be undefeated. The Jets can be undefeated. And the Patriots losing to them is fucked up. But speaking of that old man Tom, he got his ass whooped last week.
Oh man,
And don't nobody
man.
know how much he got his ass whooped than me because he my fucking quarterback on fantasy football. Uh, so when I tell you he
I
got
will
his ass
admit,
whooped, I mean he
you
got his
had
ass whooped.
a star lineup. If we looked at your lineup yesterday, nobody would have said you were lost.
yeah, that one,
Nobody but the damn
man.
Saints.
I mean, Breeze came in and just took the belt off. He's like, nah, just sit there.
Tom Brady had no touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Yeah, at that point, it's like you couldn't do anything. You got to give it up,
Tampa
man.
Bay. Tampa Bay ran the ball 5 fucking times.
That's Bears numbers. We'll get to that.
5 times. Yeah, I'm not finna, because once I start, I can't stop. Hashtag fire neck. But 5 fucking rushes? What the fuck? Like, damn. Murray had 10 by himself. Alvin Kamara had 9. They was outrushed by a fucking quarterback. Taysom Hill had 7.
Yeah, he was beasting.
Yeah.
He was beasting.
Shit, Drew Brees had 2 for -2. But you still had 2 rushes. That's more than Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette only had 1 rush.
I'm not sure what happened there. They wasn't in sync. It was weird.
You would have
wasn't what
thought.
out of Brady.
You would have thought with that offense, they would have at least put up 20.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
It on paper it looks golden. This is about to be probably one of the games of the year. That's what it sounds like on paper. And then you get that.
It was literally called one of the games of the year.
Oh yeah, it was the games of the year for the Saints. Drew Brees, he had to sit people down. Like, let me show y'all I can still do this.
No, Grandpa got his toy back. He got Michael Thomas, and he's like, "Wait a minute." Like, oh, it's supposed to be a game, right?
Yeah, he opened up so many avenues that he was just throwing to people. There's somebody else in the end zone. I ain't seen him in a minute, but let me just go ahead and toss it to him.
Yo, that first touchdown, Buddy was wide open. Ain't nobody back.
Like the Red Sea.
I'm looking at the play. I say he really had nobody just covering. Yeah, I'll wait for it. Don't worry. I'll be here.
So, moving right along, left my cigar in the car, so I can't even do what I wanted to do. But what about them Cowboys?
Hey, that was.
So,
it wasn't
I
really.
looked at the game. Hold on. I looked at the game in the 3rd quarter. I said, "Oh shit, they winning." 3rd quarter. They only got 1 quarter. Bill Roethlisberger is going to have to put on a Super Bowl performance to come back. He ain't going to do it. Look, they just going to go on, take this first L. They be like, you know what? Shit happens. 15 minutes later, I look at the goddamn score and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck y'all let somebody score 15 points in the 4th quarter?
It's the Cowboys. Simple.
Yeah. Nobody said they could ever close the game out. And that's what Ben Roethlisberger was counting on, because he was not that great. He ain't been great. It's really just been the team itself holding him up. Like he hasn't been a great quarterback.
You expect that from the Falcons. I mean, with 15 points, you don't really expect no NFL team to give up 15 points except the Falcons in the 4th quarter.
No. There's a couple teams for that STB award, Shit the Bed award this year. I mean,
the Bengals did it a couple times too.
Oh no! I think leading the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers are leading that.
Hey,
poor bastard.
Woo. For sure. I mean, they making it a great game, but yeah, they definitely be up, and it's just like they ain't found a way to like finish strong. You know what I'm saying? So against Brady and stuff, when he went against Brady, I'm like, okay, that's Brady and stuff, but it just keep happening. So, but they both rookie quarterbacks, so that's kind of not an excuse. As far as Dallas goes, because it's the same situation. But yeah, I figured they wouldn't close that game out, and that was what Ben Roethlisberger and them was counting on. So it's kind of like they've been getting saved by just fuck ups, just like with the Titans. The extra, the kick wasn't good, and you just been getting saved, barely making it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been that productive from him, to be honest.
Y'all saw that hit Ben took to go into the half. He got hit left, knocked right, and that leg went the other direction. I'm like, yeah, something broke.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
They put him back in the game. Rudolph can't be that bad against the Cowboys,
That I saw that hit. I was like, oh, yeah, you going to the back for a little while.
Yeah.
All right. So, what about the battle of the little men? The Dolphins versus the Cardinals.
Oh,
that was
man,
the best game
was,
of that was a game of the week.
I couldn't even see it. That should have been a game of the week, and they didn't even have it on. It had damn Cowboys.
I mean, who would have thought that was going to be the damn game of the week?
It's the damn going to be a good game just because of Murray. This is what he does in the game, man. He just.
Yeah, I kind of look. I'm not on that Murray train. I doubt I ever be on that Murray train. But even looking at it right now, from even knowing how the score was going to be, I still probably wouldn't have watched it because it's Kyler Murray and Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh no, man! Cardinals fun to watch. I can't lie. That team is fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. And I give you that. Hopkins is fun to watch, and you
got to give
Larry Fitzgerald want to be on the wide receiver route, Mount Rushmore. So I give it to that. But other than that,
what's Murray?
There wasn't nothing else for me to watch, man.
It was like, hey, look at that little guy. That's literally the whole offense when it's a read option. Like, hey, the little guy running.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's hard to take him down because he's that small. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just elusive.
People probably just don't want to break him. That's probably all that is. Look, and I have nothing against little people. I love the little people. But I'm just saying, I'm not sold on Kyler Murray yet. I'm gonna have to see like another 2, 3, 10 years worth of tape before I go on this. Probably be okay with it.
I gotta give Tua credit. Tua for 2 games. We need a left-handed quarterback.
He had 90-some yards last game.
Okay, he had to manage the game. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, his defense won that game. So this is really Tua's first game, and Tua's a lefty, and I don't like lefties at all. So I'm gonna just
hey, don't be hating on lefties.
Look, you lefties always think y'all special because y'all left-handed.
Hey, why you taking pictures out of the baseball game now? Why? Right-handed pitcher. You better put that lefty in against that lefty.
Yeah. But left-handed batters get struck out more by right-handed pitchers than left-handed pitchers.
The sad part is just like, okay, everybody just shift over a little. And being a left-handed batter, that's the most.
Left-handed pitchers suck throwing pickoffs.
It's just good to see.
Why and they looking at the damn base, but it's whatever.
It's just good to see a lefty player because it's just been a minute. At least one that's relevant.
Is he relevant though?
Right now.
Yeah, they're making them relevant, and the fact that
everybody talking about you don't mean you relevant.
Honestly, it's the first time I see AFC relevant.
I call that overhyping a motherfucker. That's what I call it.
Oh no, I wouldn't overhype him yet at all. So you got to do
about the other people, the media and shit,
Oh yeah, Miami
going
to overhype the hell out of him.
Yeah, but most of everybody else I heard from is just saying he needs to show that he can prove himself. That's all I heard mainly. Like I ain't heard like, oh, he's gonna kill. If anything, they're being conservative and saying he just needs to win. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully he can take Miami to the next level. But I ain't heard nobody be like he got
What
to go up.
is the next level for Miami?
They in good shape, honestly, for next
Yeah.
year. Honestly, in this point, just make sure your quarterback
Solid core of
doesn't
running
get you.
backs. I can say that.
Just don't
I'm
let your
trying to
quarterback.
trade half of them though.
I mean, they spent money on Brady and Howard. I'm not sure why, but yeah, they they need a running back core. I can say that. It's
Oh, they
not.
gonna get one in the first round. They have their first pick, and they also have the Texans' first pick. So you can get a running back.
Mm,
They're in good shape for the draft.
Only running back that's available is ETN or ENT or however you say his name.
these miles
So I
with
couldn't
these
even tell you, man.
hyphenated names, man.
It's the running back from Clemson. He is a beast. I ain't gonna lie, he is a beast. But yeah, enough with the little men. Let's go on to the battle of the dumbass franchises that want to leave good ass motherfucking cities. The Chargers and the fucking Raiders.
Oof.
I didn't watch none of that. I ain't seen none of the highlights. I don't know what the hell happened. It looked
I
like
just
it was a close
hope,
game though.
the
It
Raiders.
definitely was a close game.
Man, you seen Prices Right when someone loses in whatever game they play, and there's that stupid sound.
Yeah.
That's that sound I hear every time I see the Chargers lose. I'm like, y'all so close, you just can't do it.
He can't
Damn,
cover.
Justin Herbert was throwing the shit out of that motherfucker.
He been good for fantasy, to be honest, because I got him starting on one of my main games.
Damn, yeah, he was throwing the shit out of that motherfucker. 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, 28 for 42. And damn.
And like I said,
no, it's been like this for a couple
transfers
weeks.
well on paper, but then you lose the game. So
I mean, shit, Jay Cutler had plenty of goddamn numbers, but a bunch of fucking L's.
it transferred well.
What
Man.
happened in this goddamn Kansas City game? Because Carolina was winning, right? All the way up until the last minute.
They had good time management. They was trying their best to keep Mahomes off the field. You know what I'm saying? Which was fine for me because it's like, yeah, now I'm about to get comeback Mahomes, which I love because he just gonna rack up them numbers for me. So
Damn, Teddy was throwing that motherfucker too, man.
Yep.
36 for 49, 310, 2 touchdowns.
They had a Russian one too.
On the way back, he wasn't bad that game. I think he might have been roughed up a little bit though.
Yeah, Mahomes 30 for 45, 372, 4 touchdowns.
Man, you know that offense got nothing, the whole playbook open when Mahomes is motioning himself. Because I saw that play, I'm like, is he in motion? Like, I had to look at it twice and say, this man really in motion. It's like, okay, it works. Yeah. It's him. Like, I don't even question it. It's just like, this offense could do whatever the hell they want at this point. They know what they're doing. Andy Reid just like, yeah, just do whatever you want.
Falcons got another win. That's all I'm gonna say about that game. I mean, Drew Lock was throwing that motherfucker 313, 25, 48, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Matt Ryan was Matt Ryan. I mean, a lot of people been shitting on Drew Lock lately because he ain't been winning. But when you're on the Broncos and have like your star defensive players injured and motherfuckers just look lost on that defense, and then you get injured shoulder and like he's just been dealt a bad hand this year. But I think Drew Lock can actually be a decent quarterback in the league. Kyle Orton-ish.
That's a good description. He'll be good for that franchise. I don't see why. I don't see why not.
He'll be a good game manager. He ain't gonna lose you. He ain't gonna lose you no games by no dumbass decisions, but he ain't gonna win you none by no motherfucking extremely catchy ass plays. As far as right now, anyway, I think his arm is kind of limited. But if he switch up the throwing mechanics and all that stuff, maybe he can get a little bit better on that.
Yeah, I thought everybody definitely had them winning that game against Atlanta. Looks like they improving on their season, although I still think it's a dud. That was an okay game.
You got rookie wide receivers, you got a second year QB, you got a makeshift offensive line during the pandemic. So I mean, they need to work on the offensive line. Probably get a little bit younger on their defense because them motherfuckers about to be getting ready to head out.
Oh yeah.
And you definitely need at least one of your tackles in a guard before you got to start revamping inside your defense the way that they gonna have to do.
Right.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one.
I mean, their running back situation ain't bad either at the moment.
Yeah,
they got
they'll be good at running back.
Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
So this team could be good.
Yeah, they'll be good at running back for a while. I ain't actually to say about Atlanta. So we just move right on. To the Buffalo Bills beating the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh yeah, I got something for this.
That's a fucking shocker.
That was the highest scoring game yesterday, right?
Yeah, 34-44.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say this. If you want to talk about the worst possible team on two sides of the ball, if you could just put them together, if you put the Bears offense and the Seahawks defense on a team, that would be the worst team in the league. Damn, that Seahawks defense cannot defend to save their lives. I'm like, man, they just let anybody score, right?
Of course, because they let Josh Allen go 31 for 38. 415 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, they did sack the shit out of them. They had 7 sacks in that game.
Damn.
They had 7 fucking sacks. But they let this motherfucker go for 415 yards and 3 touchdowns. You say what?
Said for that score, it don't really even matter. You could have sacked me a couple of more times. It probably wouldn't have mattered that much.
I know Stephon Diggs happy he in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I can tell you that one.
Compare records, yeah, definitely.
I mean, Stephon Diggs ain't the problem in Minnesota.
Right.
Their quarterback was and still is.
Yeah. He's definitely their star receiver, so he getting what he always was looking for. Making good on it, so can't complain.
I mean, what he wanted was a real quarterback. Now he got it.
The thing is, the Bills needed this because the last 2-3 weeks, they didn't score too much, and people start questioning that team. Even against the Patriots, they were saying, you barely beat the Patriots, who really ain't nothing right now. So They need a game where they could just drop 44, and then, hey, Seahawks defense is a good way to do it.
Yeah. And I heard that Josh Allen wasn't really playing like himself in the past couple of games. So.
He had a shoulder injury. Those past 2 games, he had a shoulder injury.
Who's their backup quarterback? You know,
I know it's his shadow. The backup for the Bills is Josh Allen. Shadow shit.
You got me curious. I'm actually looking this up now.
That's like until last year because they drafted him in the first round. Who the hell?
I got one for you.
Who was Aaron Rodgers' backup? No one knew. The Patriots didn't have a backup from 2002 all the way to motherfucking 2019. So it was like something happened. You just going on and you sign another motherfucking person.
Wait, it's right now is Matt Barkley. If you remember Matt Barkley.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'm trying to. They got another QB on there.
And on that note, we can move to the next game.
Jacob Fromm, that rookie from, I forgot what college he's
Oh
from.
man, the Broncos fucked his career up. That's when the Broncos drafted 4 fucking quarterbacks in the same year. I swear it seemed like they drafted 4 quarterbacks that year. Ain't none of them motherfuckers on their team. Ain't Chip Kelly nephew ain't on the team. Jake Fromm ain't on the team. I forget the other dude name. They had a shit ton of quarterbacks. None of them panned out.
Yeah, I don't think Fromm gonna be playing anytime soon.
No. Texas and Jaguars. Now that's 2 shitty ass motherfucking teams. If y'all want to talk about them, you can. I ain't got shit to say about neither one of them.
I know they had that the new quarterback coming. It looked like he did pretty solid. That's all I got on that game.
Oh, Luton. Damn, he
Yeah.
threw for 304 yards. That's better than solid.
They had one play.
You say it's because it's the Texans defense, or is it just he was pretty good?
Probably some both.
That's why I'm saying that. That's why I go overboard with like the defense ain't there, so you kind of gonna probably be able to do that regardless.
There was a career milestone. I just remembered this. J.J. Watt got his 100th sack. So that's like the only noteworthy thing I can even remember.
You don't know if that's noteworthy to him right
And
now.
I'm a counteract that with if his ass wasn't injured for half his career, he would have been here.
Yep.
Next, the Ravens versus the Colts.
Phillip Rivers did Phillip Rivers things.
Exactly, and I'm surprised Baltimore only scored 24 fucking points. Like, how y'all was playing?
Struggling 24 points apparently. I don't know really what's going on with Lamar Jackson currently. But
he running more than he's throwing. That's what's going on.
I mean, he was doing that last year. So
no, but he was slinging that motherfucker last year.
He was slinging it, but he was definitely on foot a lot last year.
This motherfucker, he got more games under 200 yards than Mr. Trubisky got this year. I'm gonna say that. Damn, we had a Jacoby Brissett signing for one play. He getting $25 million to sit on the bench. He getting $25 million to sit on the bench. So
and I actually think he'd be a little more productive than Rivers right now, but they ain't.
Motherfucker, you would be more productive than Phillip Rivers right now.
Hey man, Phillip Rivers got to make that money for all them 9 kids. Come on now.
Did he just get another one?
For real?
Any 10 now? Some shit like that. Hey, more power to him, man. More power to him. I damn sure don't want to talk about this Vikings and Lions game.
Oh yeah, I ain't even really. I mean, once again, Cook did his thing, but I ain't really care too much for the game.
Yeah, I got him for fantasy, so I definitely kept up.
Let's talk about 2 of the trash bottom of the barrel teams right now. The New York Giants versus the Washington State Football College NFL team.
They get hit NFL team again once Alex Smith went back out there. Although he did throw the 3 picks.
I mean, what's with Washington, them having these horrible leg injuries? Because all of a sudden Kyle Allen got it too now.
What the fuck? He threw 3 interceptions, but he still got 325 passing yards.
I know, that's what was crazy. I'm like, damn, he kind of did the damn thing, but then didn't do the damn thing.
He almost won the game, almost.
Yeah, they only lost by a field goal, and if they would have won the game, they would have been first in the division.
Yeah.
The way I look at Alex Smith is just don't get hurt. We don't need to see this.
Yeah, I think that's the thing for him right now. It's like pocket protection is key. I don't think he's doing anything outside the pocket at all. Anybody coming towards him, he probably just laying down there. You caught me, dog. You caught me.
I'm telling you, man. Well, he's gonna be the starter for probably for the rest of the season because Kyle Allen's probably getting surgery.
Yeah, and Haskins.
Oh, what happened to Kyle Allen?
Oh, he had an ankle injury. He got carted off with an ankle injury. So
They said it wasn't that serious, but it did look bad. They said I guess they was able to catch it early or something like that, and he only had to have like a mild surgery. It wasn't as bad as it.
I could have told Washington that Kyle Allen sucked. He was my fantasy football player, quarterback last year, for a couple games. So I could have told them, like Ron Rivera playing y'all on that goddamn shit. Y'all should just go on stay with Haskins, but they want to fuck Haskins over. So neither here nor there. Fuck the Packers. They won.
I'm surprised that I go on record as saying they won, but they kind of should have won. The whole team was out. The whole starting lineup was out.
You could have changed the 49ers logo to a bunch of crutches and a cast, and that would have been a perfectly good logo.
Everybody was out.
Not
everybody was back.
Damn near nobody on the defense got ACLs no more. Everybody told them.
Yeah.
But now on to the meat and motherfucking potatoes. Hashtag fire Nagy. We gonna go back to last week on this bullshit right here. So last week versus the Saints, you're doing good going into halftime. You got the lead, right? You was kind of mixing it up, good pass, run, and all that stuff. Your offensive line was actually doing fairly decent. Yeah, they was blowing shit, but they was doing fairly decent. And then come the third quarter, and this motherfucker forget how to call plays. Well, I'm not gonna say forget how to call plays, because the first half of plays was fucked up too. But the second half, it was horrendous. Hashtag fire Nagy.
I'm not sure what we could do. It's getting more and more disappointing. It's kind of messed up because the play calling is terrible by coach, and then your hurry up offense is working for Foles until he gets into the end zone.
Hashtag fire Nagy.
I just don't get it. Like, you can't do it on either end. Like, and then what was it, the last game where the helmet went out? You should have definitely been calling on plays at that time. Now you listening to him. Now you trying to listen to him. What the fuck is you doing? Get the ball in the end zone. Now you literally can run your hurry up offense because you have nothing to listen to. And you don't do it. You call a timeout to get a better helmet. So clearly
hashtag fire Nagy. This motherfucker called a timeout for a fucking helmet, but he wouldn't call a timeout to try to get closer to kick a fucking field goal because he didn't feel like it was necessary. Oh yeah, and if you're still watching the video, like it or comment and say happy birthday to my wife. Her birthday was last week. That was one of the reasons why we didn't do nothing, because I was throwing a surprise party, so I was shitting bricks, nervous.
Yeah, man, I don't know what we could do. And I feel bad for the defense because they really putting it hard all into and it's just like they get nothing really on offense. I mean, you could say that last week's game we was moving, but we definitely could have did more. It just wasn't enough. I feel like I don't know what we can improve on. I don't know what we could do to change things because it don't seem like nothing's really working. You throwing pitch plays on 4th down and 1. The fuck what is you doing? Like, my nigga, like I'm not the smartest guy at football, but even I know when you're doing a bad play.
Oh, yesterday called it. It was like fourth and 1. I'm like, well, here comes the most predictable run in history. Oh yeah. And of course, Titans knew it. Montgomery even hesitated. He's like, "Oh shit, here it comes."
Man,
Dude,
look,
and then
look.
Allen
I'm
Robinson right on the route. Just pitch it to him. You might as well pitch it to him now. Don't fake it because they already know what the fuck you're doing. Just pitch it to him now. He's open now. Because they know you.
Look, so I'm still on that Saints game. All right. Y'all that came on to the Titans game. But the Saints game, at the end of the game, Matt Nagy showed y'all exactly what I've been telling people for a couple years now. Yes, Parkey did the double doinker. Everyone in Chicago will despise Parkey for the rest of our lives because of that double doinker. Or until the next time we make it to the playoffs, and either we win or something else happens and we fuck up. But Nagy did the same shit versus the Saints that he did against the Eagles. You're playing for a fucking field goal when you should always play for the fucking touchdown. You really want to go into overtime against Drew Brees and Sean Payton?
Be honest, that wasn't even a good Drew Brees. It was an okay Drew Brees.
Right.
It's still a Hall of Fame Drew Brees. It don't matter if he bad or good. He still outplayed the shit of out of Nick Foles and Matt Nagy, to be honest with you, because you're literally calling plays and setting up. Okay, well, we finna go to overtime. Your defense already been on the field damn near 35 fucking minutes. That's over half of the game. Your defense that been on the field over half of the game. They did everything they could to get you the ball back, and you played for a fucking field goal when you could have played for a touchdown.
Yeah, they was definitely in motion on that last drive. I felt like they could go for the touchdown, but I guess ultimately you just say fuck it. It's up to the coach. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It pissed me off to just see that.
Sometimes you gotta say fuck the coach.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was looking at that game. You're right about the last drive before overtime. No sense of urgency. Didn't feel like they were trying. Didn't feel like there was no type of hurry up. Like, what are you doing?
Jimmy Graham finally catches a fucking ball and trots back to the middle of the field and sit the ball there. Are you fucking serious? They was playing for the field goal. That's a losing mindset. That's coach. That's not something players that really love the fucking game do. Like, you can see everybody on the defense love playing football. You can clearly see it. But when you look at our offense, you see like motherfuckers who like, yeah, I'm here so I won't be fired.
Yeah. And he has horrible clock management. Horrible. I don't know how else to say it. Like,
well, look who we learned from. Andy Reid. You said that same shitty ass, horrible 2-minute situational clock management.
That's why it took him 28 goddamn years to make it to the Super Bowl and win. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not trying to see Nagy for 28 years before we can finally get a fucking Super Bowl.
Honestly, if they fired, and I was gonna throw this out there, I just didn't send the text out. If Nagy got fired this week, would you be okay with Pagano taking over?
No. Because of that horrible ass cover 2 defense he keep fucking calling. Like you got two of the top 10 best corners statistically wise on your fucking squad, and one of the worst nickels statistically on your squad, bust the fucking screen. And you scared to go in man coverage? Like, why? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why the fuck aren't you going in man coverage? Like, why are you doing this? And then it's not just cover 2. It's cover 2 against smart fucking quarterbacks. Like, oh, this cover 2. I know exactly where the fuck the hole gonna be at. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
throw it to it before the play even come out his break.
I will say in that New Orleans, they definitely had a lot of open pockets. No problem for Breeze to throw into. Like that's how he got down the field on that last drive that they did in overtime. I'm like, they making it too easy. You do something. Y'all just, I get what you're trying to do, but it didn't make it didn't make too much sense to me. It's like y'all leaving these people open. You do know if they kick a field goal, this game is over, right? I get that you're tired. And I get what K-Down was saying when he sent me the message, like it ain't on the defense. But at the same time, you just got to think of it as this is a brand new game once it go into overtime, and we just got to finish.
Nah,
I
it was a brand new game for the offense because they was well rested. The defense was still tired as fuck. Like they had look. When your defense is doing the things that our defense was doing, like, come on now, like that shit was that was crazy. So I'ma just
I get real specific for you on a couple plays. That 2-minute drive the Saints had in the first half of that game. There was a play they threw to Jared Cook wide open. He just happened to drop it. Next play, they go do the exact same play. They just put Jared Cook on the left side of the field. He makes the exact same post route. It's a touchdown. You're right. It's the defense that cover two. He looked dead at. It's like run that same shit again. Just do it on the other side.
Man, look, you talking about a defense that have consistently went up against some of the top tier motherfucking running backs, correct? Alvin Kamara been scoring as well as
Derrick Henry.
They actually shut
Taysom Hill and Murray. Like these motherfuckers been running all over people. Your defense hold them. Your defense give them a little bit. They don't, bend, don't break. I hate that bend, don't break. I don't even want y'all ass to bend. But y'all gotta bend because y'all tied. Because y'all offense can't stay on the field more than motherfucking 17 plays. Or fuck 17, I put them in double digits. They can't stay on the field more than 8 plays. But it's like they hold them. Then this week, we all know who the hell they playing against. They playing up against motherfucking the Megatron, the running backs. Stiff arming motherfucking top tier DBs and making memes out of their ass.
The king of the dreadlocks.
And Derrick Henry. And what do the defense do? Hold Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
But what do our offense do? Not a motherfucking thing.
Yeah. And you gotta stop being able to do stuff during garbage time. Always be that.
Nagy blamed it on the offensive line. Like you have the audacity to blame it on the offensive line. You talking about penalties on the offensive line. The motherfuckers looking at him like, what fucking penalties are you talking about? Like, are you talking about penalties that you feel are penalties? Because no one else saw the penalties that you was talking about because there was no fucking flag thrown on a play that you're talking about. What you're talking about is the quarterback that you fucking wanted isn't better than the quarterback that you fucking benched. Now, don't get me wrong. Nick Foles can't read the defense better. Nick Foles do know how to throw the ball out of bounds instead of in play. You say what?
He escapes much worse.
Yeah.
Take Mitch any day.
Hold on. Let me
just
say what everybody was saying before we put Nick Foles in. Nick Foles is better accuracy down the field, which we have not seen. He can read the defense better. He can also see that motherfucking linebacker blitzing and not throw the ball for whatever dumbass reason.
Oh man.
He also telegraphs plays like clockwork. Like if I'm sitting down and I'm watching this shit and I can tell you what the fuck they finna run, don't you think that motherfucking professional on the other side who can watch tape over and over and
what
over?
The hell you about to run, motherfucker?
What you about to run? Like if I know y'all finna get a ball to David Montgomery and expect him to run right behind Charles Leno, everybody on that goddamn defense know that y'all about to get a ball to David Montgomery and expect him to run right behind Charles Leno. And
that first 4th and 1.
let's talk about Charles Leno real quick. Let's get on Charles Leno. If you throwing a block and the person you're blocking is still holding on to the running back, and the running back goes down, and you're just standing there, like, how are you not on the ground? Like, you're not even blocking. Like, it was a play literally where Charles Leno blocked a man that was falling to the ground. Why are you blocking the fucking person on the ground instead of the person that's 3.5 yards in front of you, knowing damn well your running back is still coming behind you? You hurting the motherfucker that's on the ground and you go up to the next level and you get the block. No, what do? He falls on the motherfucker right at his feet. That's the dumbest shit ever. And y'all keep putting this stupid motherfucker in the game.
Yeah, I gotta admit,
oh my God, this shit. And then you take a motherfucking defensive player and you've been trying to make this motherfucker an offensive lineman for the past 3.5 fucking years. It's time to give up. It's time to give up. This motherfucker ain't became an offensive lineman yet. It's been 3.5 motherfucking years. If you don't know, look. That's like having someone from England come over here and start driving. They're gonna learn real quick. You don't drive on that side of the road no more. You over here. That's all he gotta do is learn how to block a fucking blocker. Like when you see a motherfucking defensive player run through the line, an open fucking spot, and then you're looking on the TV and you see Rashad Coward and Charles Leno blocking the same motherfucking person who is not an elite defensive end, by the way. He's not an elite defensive end. I don't even think the announcers know this fucking defensive end name. But both of them decided to block him, and nobody decided to block the linebacker. Like just, oh yeah, I'm gonna block him. We just going on have at the quarterback. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, we definitely got a bad up front.
Yeah, this O-line is a dumpster fire.
I mean, in the O-line being bad, yeah, the O-line is being bad. But there's other running backs out there doing pretty decent with shitty-ass offensive line. There are other quarterbacks out there, Joe Burrow, that got some shitty-ass offensive lines and still throwing the ball for 400 yards. Josh Allen. There are still quarterbacks out there with shitty-ass offensive lines that's still damn near coming close to winning the game and throwing 1 and 2 touchdowns in the game, Joe Flacco, and damn near winning.
Yeah.
There are a lot of teams out there with shitty-ass offensive lines, and they still march the ball down the field. Deshaun Watson. There are pretty shitty-ass offensive lines in this game that we call football, and they might blow the game, but their offensive line still suck. Matt Ryan, and it's just like, come on now. Like at some point we got to stop blaming everybody else and be like, look, if you know, I'm gonna put this in the layman's terms, right? If you know that you got bald tires on the front of your car and you got front wheel drive, and you're in Chicago and it's January 15th, right after a snowstorm, and you at a red light and the light turns green, do you A, hit the gas as hard as you can, B, tap the gas, or C, let it roll so you can start driving? You gonna let it roll, right? Because you know as soon as you hit that goddamn gas, you
Your
gonna
shit
spin the fuck
dirt.
out. Come on now. Now if you know your offensive line sucks, okay. Well, let's do this right here. Let's do these little motherfucking plays right here. Let's open it up. Well, I'm gonna need you to do Jimmy Graham. I'm gonna need you to go on. You're gonna do a quick hook. He gonna hit you. Then I'm gonna need you run into the flat. He gonna hit you. Then we're gonna take a couple shots down the field. And once the linebackers bag the fuck up from the defensive line, then we're gonna start running this motherfucker. Then when they come back up, we're gonna throw a boot action. Then we're gonna catch you on the motherfucking post route. Then we're gonna have that motherfucking touchdown. Like, come on now. I'm not even getting paid for this shit. I'm not getting paid for this.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to.
But it's easy. It's easy. It's not hard to fucking coach. It's not hard to coach.
Things that I see from them, I'm like, it just don't make sense. And I'm not the biggest football person. I can't tell you everything, but even I know simple ass plays. Oh, that wide receiver is out back. I wonder what they're gonna do with that ball. Oh, they pitching it to him. Oh, okay, didn't see that shit coming. Oh, Cordell Patterson's in the backfield. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, it's a pitch to him. Didn't see that coming. Come on, man. It's a simple shit.
It's 32. It's 32. They brought Cordell Patterson in. There's no way they're gonna run the ball with him. They do every fucking time. And it don't work. I think it only worked. It only worked once.
It is. That ain't the truth. It definitely is. And it's the same routes. You know what I'm saying? I understand he don't go north and south much.
Check this out. No, fuck this. Fuck that. Guess who they always run the ball behind when they bring in Cordell Patterson?
Yeah.
Damn near 80% of the time, they run the ball behind Charles. I'm not gonna block the second linebacker, Leno. Like, come on now. Like, you if I'm seeing on tape, Charles Leno never tries or never attempts to make it to the second level. See, when you do the stretch play, I'm a defensive guy, but when you do the stretch play, this I do know that. When you do the stretch play, what they do is hike the ball, quarterback gets the ball, everyone starts running, right? Now, when all the linemen start running to their right or to their left, right? So we're running to the right. The left because Charles Leno over there. So what Charles Leno is supposed to do, Charles Leno is supposed to bypass the defensive lineman and bypass the motherfucking DB and go to the linebacker. Now, the right guard supposed to bypass the lineman and go to the DB. The center supposed to get the motherfucking lineman, right? And then you got the other lineman that's coming around and they trying to block off a secondary hole just in case he can go on and cut a little bit sooner. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how it's been looking all my goddamn life. So it seemed like when we do that stretch play, Charles Leno just shuffles and blocks. And then now everybody that's behind him is fucking stuck either trying to get around him or they can't go no fucking way. So guess where the play goes? Nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not how they coaching him to. Maybe they coaching him as you get that block and you just stay on that block. That's your block. Everybody else got to run around your big fat ass. But as long as I've been seeing it, that motherfucker is supposed to get up to the linebackers. And he's not. He's simply not going to the linebackers. He's stopping at the defensive lineman who the center is supposed to get. And it's so many times where Matt Nagy, if by any chance you get a chance to watch this, and you're still watching it after I can cuss your ass out this long. But if you just so happen to use a fullback, right? And you see how fucked up Charles Leno is. So Charles Leno is stopping at the defensive line, right? So if you had a fullback and your fullback was running in front of your running back, guess where your fullback will go? To the linebacker. David Montgomery can break a tackle on the motherfucking DB all goddamn day. So guess what you gonna get? 5, maybe 6 yards. But you want to keep running this motherfucker with Cordell Patterson. First off, he ain't fooling nobody. The motherfucker's 6'5". We see this big motherfucker. Like, it ain't like you got a small running back that can't nobody see their head behind the offensive line, so you gotta wait till it pop up. This motherfucker is the same height as your motherfucking lineman. So we see his shit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't know. Oh man, hashtag fire name. I don't know.
I've been saying this for the last 2 years. The Bears playbook went from Nagy's first year to there was some creativity to no creativity. It's too basic. It's way too basic. It's toss towards Leno's side. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Okay, we're just gonna throw this short pass. Oh, okay, they know that.
Or we're gonna run right up the gut to Aaron Darnold. See, I'm so fucking pissed.
Right.
Like,
you know what?
y'all literally ran the ball to Aaron Darnold 7 times in that fucking game. Are you like?
Yeah, only the biggest guy in the league.
Like, who the fuck did they play the week before? Who did the Rams play the week before? San Francisco.
And they shut him down.
San Francisco literally showed you how to beat the Rams the week before. They showed you how to run away from Aaron Donald. They showed you how to make the Rams put Aaron Donald at a defensive end spot instead of a defensive tackle. And what do? Aaron Donald's right there. David, run the ball right up in his motherfucking stomach. Run the ball to the motherfucker that bench press 500 pounds for breakfast. What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Watch that game. Like, I knew our defense was gonna be good because, like I said, Goff is a shaky motherfucker under pressure defense, and so I'm like, all we need is the offense to show up. Just show up and do something. just complete the game and we'll be all right. And that did not happen. You know what? Watching the Bears reminds me of, although it's not as much action and definitely not as much fun. Streets. NFL Streets. That's exactly what that shit remind me of, because that's exactly what's happening on that side of the ball with us.
You want to know what the Bears
ass plays.
No,
I swear. Tell me it don't remind you.
You want to know what the Bears offense remind me of? Y'all really want to know? The Bears offense reminds me of the commercial where they're running from the serial killer. And they was like, well, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. And the girls say, why don't we get in the running car? Are you stupid? Let's hide by the motherfucking chainsaw. That's what the fuck Nagy is. Nagy is the motherfucker that want to hide by the chainsaws when you running from a motherfucker who's trying to kill you with a fucking chainsaw.
And you just see Aaron down the center, like, really?
Man. And they ran the ball straight to the fuck is the Saints defensive end name?
That one dude. I can't think of his name.
Jordan.
Yep.
Yeah.
They ran the ball straight to his ass a couple times. Are you fucking serious? You're running the ball straight to all pros. Like, is that what y'all do in practice? Do y'all run the ball straight to Khalil Mack?
We ain't afraid. No, we gonna take it to him. No.
Like that shit, oh my God, that shit is fucking. If I had hair like you, I would be pulling it out.
Well, we play the Vikings next, so this is probably the time we should probably win on a Monday night.
I mean, I feel like we're going to control the run game, although...
Calling the plays. Who's calling the plays? Did Matt Nagy say he was giving the play calling up?
He didn't say it.
Yeah. Just got to lock Cousins down long enough. That's all we got, which is scary to say. Just got to lock him long enough.
I don't think Nagy was the coach then, but I will take you back to the horrific game against San Francisco. Matter of fact, Nagy was the head coach then, or was that John Fox? But anyway, the horrific game against San Francisco where we lost. by nothing but field goals. Our defense literally never let them get in the end zone or the red zone. Motherfucking Robbie Gold kicked 6 fucking field goals and we couldn't win.
He was
Yeah,
a coach for
I
that.
remember
I remember that
that.
now.
Who was
Yeah.
the coach?
I think
I
Nagy
think that
was
was
coach.
Nagy. Yeah.
So we can
I was
get Kirk
definitely. I think
Cousins.
I definitely hit you with a message like, why did we get rid of him again?
Oh no, I've been living that question for like
we
5 years.
well, we got rid of him because the GM before the last GM promised that motherfucker like $14.5 million. They weren't gonna pay that to no kicker. Look, we can sit here and say he's worth it all we want to, but when you got a motherfucking decision of a premier playmaker that's gonna play way more motherfucking snaps than him and him, I'm gonna play that playmaker. I'm sorry.
I get you, man, but when they out here winning games, literally.
Going to
Well,
Super Bowl.
Today, a kick won a game today, so I get you, but sometimes that leg is worth it.
I mean,
Well, let's see the Cardinals.
We
Then
can
the
keep-
49-yard leg went short when it mattered.
we can keep Kirk Cousins out of the game, out of the end zone all day, and we can still lose by a field goal because Nagy don't know how to fucking call a game.
That's true too.
Dude, do you know who's calling games better than Matt Nagy right now?
Adam Gase.
No, Brian Leftwich.
I thought about him too.
Brian Leftwich just lost. Only just was able to score 3 points. That was still better than Matt Nagy.
No, man, Nagy got that, and you saw it yesterday. He got that TL fucking offense. Too little, too late. This man just like, 2 minutes left, right? Let's get these 2 touchdowns.
I don't even want you to don't find your game in the last 2 minutes. Just lose. Make me feel better. Because you finding your game in the last 2 minutes does nothing for me. Just lose. Just lose like you was going to. Oh damn, we got 2 minutes left. Let me hurry it. No, just sit your ass down. Just take a knee, motherfucker. Don't do anything else. It's just gonna piss me off.
You're just pissing your fans off further. Touchdown, Ben.
The only time I'm a fan of that is if I'm facing your defense and you've been kicking my ass the whole game. That's the only time I'm a fan of that. But other than that, it just I don't know where we go from here.
We hashtag fire Nagy. That's where we go from here.
He's gonna be the coach throughout the rest of the year because Adam Gase is still a fucking coach and he shouldn't be nowhere near it.
Well, Adam Gase is the head coach because Adam Gase, unlike Nagy, is able to tell the front office, I told you so. I told you motherfuckers not to sign Le'Veon Bell. I told you motherfuckers to sign that offensive tackle and that motherfucking offensive guard. But y'all went and gave that motherfucking money to Le'Veon Bell. See, Adam Gase actually did have some good ideas when he first got there. But the Jets being the Jets.
I can't see it because that year before he got there, they didn't do too. I ain't saying they did great, but they weren't a team like they are right now.
Todd Bowles didn't do too bad with them a year or so.
But Todd Bowles, hold on. This is the thing. Let's go back to what was our last podcast, where I was telling y'all these organizations always fuck over these defensive coordinators, these defensive-minded head coaches, because they have these defensive-minded head coaches come in and get the team to start winning, fire them, and bring in the offensive coordinator. Like, no, that offensive-minded head coach ain't what got y'all to the point where y'all at. That defensive-minded head coach did. Todd Bowles was winning with this same fucking team.
Yep.
Todd Bowles was winning with the same team. We want to follow the trend. Fire.
So what you trying to follow the trend of losing? Is that what it is?
Man, look, if y'all wanted to be in the sweepstakes for the number one pick, y'all probably could have just told Ty Bowles that he would help y'all ass out. But the same thing with in Arizona. They had Buddy in Arizona, the defensive coach, for 1 year, and then just fired him because they wanted an offensive-minded head coach. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, the dude didn't do bad. Y'all actually won, 4 games that year? They actually won 4 games that year.
The coach that they got now, ain't that the coach that coached Murray prior to him joining?
No, he didn't coach Murray. He wanted to coach Murray.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I thought Kingsbury did.
No, Kingsbury coached Pat Mahomes. Kingsbury was at Texas Tech. And he didn't win shit on the college level.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes you just you can fake it till you make it.
Yeah, you're right.
Browns past coach. What was it? Whatever his name was.
No, see, look. The Browns' problem was Philip Dorsey. That's what the Browns' problem was. Philip Dorsey was the football version of the 76ers GM. You remember when the 76ers GM drafted 8 fucking centers? Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
I remember, you'd never forget that Jamil Okafor drop.
Yeah, they had Okafor, they had Noel, they had Embiid, they had all these motherfuckers on the team together.
Right.
Trust the process.
Oh man.
And then they finally get Markel and they fuck up his shot
forward at that time.
But yeah, so it's like hashtag fire Nagy. Like fire Nagy, bring in Joe Brady. The offense will be better. Look at what he's doing with motherfucking Teddy Bridgewater in Carolina. Joe Brady know a thing or two about calling some motherfucking plays for some quarterbacks. Look at what he did in LSU with Burrow.
Yeah, you think the Bears draft a quarterback in the draft this year? Because this is supposedly it's supposed to be some big quarterback heavy draft.
Yo, supposedly, I gotta send you the videos. Supposedly, they got Sunshine coming out. He gonna be number 1.
Yeah, poor guy.
Then they got Buddy from Ohio. I keep fucking forgetting his name.
I saw him earlier. I know who you're talking about.
I keep fucking forgetting his name. Then they got Trey Lance. Then they got Mo. I think that's his name. From Alabama, the dude from
I was
Alabama.
about to mention him.
Yeah, the dude that Mac, that took Tua spot and been playing better than Tua was when he was in college, but ain't nobody talking about him. But anyway, Mac. Then you got Zach Wilson from BYU. Then you got Trask from Florida. I want Zach Wilson on the Bears.
I was just about to ask you who you think we should go for.
I want Zach. Zach is, and people hate when I kind of hate when
Are you sure? Yeah, because you picked Trubisky. I ain't saying that he was a bad pick.
Look, hey, look. Let me get close. Look at this shit right here. Y'all see what I've been saying this whole goddamn time. It ain't the goddamn quarterback. It's the motherfucking coach. The coach is the problem.
Look at Tannehill. Perfect example.
Now I hope we cut Mr. Trubisky and he go to motherfucking Tennessee. He ball the fuck out.
Oh no, that's Tannehill's job. He gonna go somewhere else. Nah, Tannehill playing too good, man. He ain't losing that job anytime soon.
He ain't been playing that great as of late these past couple of games, but I
definitely see them picking up a quarterback that's able to replace him if need be. You know how most teams got running backs by committee. I can see Tennessee being a team that got quarterback by committee.
It's
I
literally
mean,
gonna be all
the
eyes on
Saints
the
got
Chiefs.
quarterback by committee right there.
Yeah, they seem to be one of the only teams, and it's working out pretty well for them.
I like Zach
Not to
Wilson.
mention, he's already like a tight end running back type style quarterback. Big ass.
I like Zach Wilson. I also like Mac Jones. I don't really like Trey Lance. I mean, Trey Lance, yeah, he threw 45 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But Trey Lance kind of remind me a little bit of Carson Wentz. You know, the guy that pops up out of no motherfucking where. He didn't get a lot of publicity. But this is a deep ass quarterback draft. And you know,
It'd be good time for the Bears to pick one up.
if they don't, they better grab an offensive tackle.
I was gonna
If
say, is
they
there
pass-
anybody that
if
they
they
can
pass-
specifically grab
look.
for?
If they pass on quarterback and don't go offensive line, and it's whoever the damn GM is, I'm gonna have to find out their goddamn address so we can have a talk.
Also, Sam Darnold's going to be available. Let's be honest, he is.
No. Sam Darnold, they're talking about they still want a first round pick.
They ain't get no first round pick. They may get a second if they lucky, but they ain't gonna get no damn
I
first round
wouldn't
pick.
give this motherfucker a second round pick for him. If y'all look, the only way they gonna get anything higher than a fourth is if they fucking trade him before draft night.
Yeah, I can see that.
If a team dumb enough to give somebody a first round pick after they draft the quarterback, bitch, he ain't got no value no more. Because we all know you ain't just draft a quarterback number one to sit on the bench. Like his value is a $40 hooker now. Like that's what his value is at that point, a $40 hooker. So what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna take this Chicago hot dog and this Italian beef, dipped lightly with sweet peppers and hot peppers, and y'all gonna give us Sam Darnold. Like real shit.
Oh man,
I'm just
that's a good
saying.
example.
Either that or they can get a deep dish from Giordano's, you know. Shit. Like they if the Bears are look, first off, why the hell will we get rid of Mitch Trubisky to go and get Mitch Trubisky with red hair? I'm just saying, like, everybody keeps saying, oh, the Bears should go get Sam Darnold. Well, look at his numbers, motherfuckers. It ain't like it's going to be an upgrade, especially as long as we got this same fucking head coach. It ain't going to be an upgrade.
See, that's one thing I wonder with him. Is it the Jets or is it him? Because you could make a strong case to know it's the Jets.
I mean, it's a compilation of both. I think it was him at the beginning, and I think it's the Jets now, mixed in with a little bit of he don't want to fucking be there.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's rushing to get back off injury. So,
like, and I think he pulled on the Jerome Bettis. I think he pulled the Jerome Bettis on the ass. Faked the injury so he couldn't get traded, but he ain't finna try to play. I think that's what the fuck he did. Which ain't a bad motherfucking idea.
yeah, save your value.
Yeah, save your value and then make them take less for you. Like y'all fucked me over all these years in my career. I'm finna fuck y'all over right now. I'm injured. My shoulder hurt.
No, you want to know the Jets' remaining schedule? It's bad.
What's the remaining schedule?
They have the bye week, so they just lost now. They play the Chargers on the 22nd. That can go either way because the Chargers have just shit the bed every single time they get close to a victory. You got the Dolphins, that's an L. The Raiders, that's probably an L. The Seahawks, that's an L. The Rams, that's an L.
Hold on. I gotta say 50-50 for that Miami game and that Rams game.
I think Aaron Donald on the defense take care of them. I don't think they'll be good on the offense, but that defense will just run them over. See,
but at that point, now you're really taking, right? So you should be trying to lose all games. Anyway.
They play the Browns 2 days after Christmas.
Now that
really
one you
win
gotta
that
try to win. You gotta try to win against the Browns. You
And
gotta
then they
try
play
to
the
win.
Patriots at the end.
Well, they damn near just beat the Patriots, so that's a 50-50 too.
Yeah, but at that point, if you right next to, well, no, is everyone at 2 wins other than them except for the Chargers? I feel like the Chargers only have 1 win.
Hold on. Let me look real quick.
I always feel like they about to win and then they don't, and I think they had 1 in 6.
No, I think the Chargers have more than
No Chargers, no.
Okay, so the Jets are 0-9, beautifully. The Jaguars are 1-7.
Oh, forgot about them.
The Texans 2-6. The Chargers 2-6. The Bengals 2-5-1, which should be 5-2-1. Well, actually, it should be 6-2.
Yep.
But I digress. The Giants is 2-7. The Cowgirls is 2-7. And Washington State college football team is 2-6. And the Falcons is 3-6.
Oh man.
So I ask you this. How do you feel about if the Bears start tanking?
Honestly, with the Packers the way they playing, I'd be okay with it. I love to see them hit the playoffs, of course. But when you look at how this offense is going, it's like, do I have faith in this offense actually coming through? No.
Nah, hell no.
I'd love to say that, but no. The offense is terrible.
Because the only thing is now, the thing about that is now, because you gotta look at it. Now hold on, let me pull up the list where if it was okay, so as of today, I think, today, the draft order would be the New York Jets. We all know they give me sunshine. Jacksonville Jaguars. Do you think they ride out another year with Gardner Minshew?
If not, they ride out with that QB they just started, depending on how he plays throughout the rest of the year.
Okay. So you can say Jacksonville probably will go for the best defensive player in the draft.
Yeah.
Or they might go with that stud offensive tackle from Oregon, which that motherfucker, oh my God. I mean,
I see a little bit of his play.
If it's not Sunshine and then him, something's wrong. Because he's literally that damn good. Then it's Dallas. Like, what is Dallas going to do this year? Like,
well, they keeping Dak, so QB's out of the QB's.
They don't keep Dak?
I think so. Because you're gonna look at he gonna be ready before the season. It just looked real bad, but
so what do you think? So what do you think the Giants do at 40?
You got Saquon. That's a good question with Daniel Jones. That's a real good question.
I think
better.
I think if you get Daniel Jones some protection up front, he'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Daniel Jones is Eli Manning.
Oh yeah, easy.
And then you got Washington at 5. Do they go
anywhere?
Do they go with Allen again and try to bolster their defense a little bit more?
In the defense, if that they got a couple good pieces on defense. It
If
just
you
don't look
go,
like they do.
if you go, first off, if I was Washington, I would bypass this year at quarterback. Because if you pair, first off, you're in the top 5. So now if you pair anyone with what's his name that came out, the defensive end,
Yeah.
why don't you just find someone on that line with him? Get a defensive tackle or another defensive end. Kind of like what Denver did.
Yep.
Get someone else, because then now either get someone that's going to be the best defensive tackle or the best defensive end. So now you're going to create a one-on-one matchup somewhere.
It will help them out.
That would be the smart thing to do. Okay. Then you got the San Diego Chargers. Yes. Still in San Diego.
They got their QB of the future. Let's be real.
So they're not going QB. If they smart, they'll try to pair Joey Bosa with someone as well.
I was gonna say I think they go defense because they have an offense. I mean, it's clear they got an offense.
Or a better offensive line.
That's true.
They also can go safety because they do need somebody back there to stop the ball. But they do need to go defense, right? So now you got Houston via the Dolphins.
Dolphins go running back. I don't see why they don't. Like if you think you got your QB and you want to give him a full season and then some,
don't you got to go offensive line? If Tua Tagovailoa is your franchise guy, you got to get him a tackle, right?
Yep.
Because y'all gave Houston the tackle.
They overall didn't look too bad yesterday. I could excuse the Rams. Rams, it's like, okay, that's the Rams.
That was yesterday. You know, you got to remember, the longest 10-year players in the goddamn league be 9 times out of 10 quarterback and offensive line.
True.
Okay, so they should go offensive line. Miami not going quarterback. So right now, we only said 2 teams that possibly can go quarterback. New England. That's kind of a shoe foot that we don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
That's
because they're the New England Patriots. I mean, you would think they're going to go quarterback, but they can be like, you know what? We suck because we had 21 players opt out for COVID. That's why we suck. You know? So, I mean, if they move on from Belichick, I would say a quarterback. But if Belichick is still calling plays next year, I would say they're probably going to go offensive line or wide receiver.
That man.
You have Sony Michel. You have Sony Michel back there.
You got Damian Harris too. He seems to be their premier back.
So I mean, you got your 2-headed running back. So you know, that's that. Cincinnati, we clearly know that they have their quarterback for the next 2 decades. So
O-line.
They definitely got to go O-line. Yeah. No. Them motherfuckers got to get the best DB available. They got to go with the best DB available in the first round. If you got to go defensive line, well, no, you can go middle linebacker because that's who run the ship. But this defense, this draft for the Bengals needs to be 7 rounds of defense.
Yeah, because they got weapons.
And all 7 of them motherfuckers will be starters next year.
Oh, yeah, because they ain't got nothing there.
Okay, so Carolina just gave Teddy Bridgewater a nice contract. So I see them going, probably trying to pair him with another wide receiver, you know.
Yeah. Or they try to replace Greg Olsen at some point. Because I don't think they have a
Greg Olsen with them.
No, I mean, I don't think they have a premier tight end. I think they just got someone who's there, but
okay.
Get that in the 2nd, 3rd round, though, to be honest.
There's no real tight ends coming out anyway. So go defense or get you a wide receiver. Then we got choke state, Georgia, Atlanta.
That's gonna be. I think they may go QB to just set up for Matt Ryan afterwards.
But
That may be the surprise pick.
But they do need defense.
They got a defense. Their defense just gets injured 2 years in a row in the first week. Like they hold.
That's one of the reasons why you probably need defense.
I think they got what the second, third year safety, and you just don't know what he can do because guess what? He gets hurt week 1, week 2 of both seasons he's been in.
That's why you kind of got to replace him.
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
I think somewhere in the draft, the Falcons pick up a QB to set up for post Matt Ryan.
Okay, so we just want to say sunshine to the Jets.
That's a given. If he does declare for the draft, because he may be petty to say, nah, I don't want to be in that garbage.
So we're going to say sunshine to the Jets. Then we're going to say Justin Fields to the Giants.
Ooh,
we're just going to say Justin, that's the Ohio quarterback. We're just going to say Justin Fields to the Giants because the Giants want to follow suit of the Jets. Right? So now we have Atlanta taking the best available, Trey Lance. Right? So now we go down to Detroit. They not moving on from Stanford. They not moving on from Stanford no time soon.
They did bench him yesterday. I don't know if that's.
He got injured.
Did he? I thought he just benched him.
No, he got injured.
Okay. Because I know he was getting sacked a lot, and then
he got injured. I think he like twisted his ankle or some shit. So Stafford, he ain't going nowhere. Minnesota just doubled up on Kirk Trash Can Cousins. He ain't going nowhere. Denver kind of do really like Drew Lock. I mean, they can go quarterback, but
they ran it out with him.
But I think Denver probably would do offensive line defense because they DBs can be better. Then you got San Francisco.
I mean, that's going to be interesting to see what they do with Garoppolo because there's been rumors going around that people want Garoppolo and they'll trade for him. And he's been injured, and I don't know because the Patriots may even go back to him.
They could.
I was going to say because Garoppolo's name's been going around because honestly, people thought he may have been traded on the deadline. But you look at the 49ers, they're a set team, but everybody hurt. That's the problem. The whole team just gets hurt.
Do you think they give them another half a year?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Okay, so San Francisco, what? Wide receiver? Tight end? That's what they need. Well, no, they don't need.
They got Kittle.
They don't need. They need wide receiver though. They do need wide receiver though. Because they just let Deebo go. And then you got us at 16.
For the first time in couple of years, we get a first round pick.
So I mean, we got a first round pick last year. The other year was Josh Jacobs.
Did we? I could have sworn we had.
It was our pick. It just went to Las Vegas.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining. Khalil Mack was worth it.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. But if you go like that and Zach Wilson's still on the board, Bears gotta grab him.
You got to bring some because clearly your quarterbacks right now ain't working. So you got to bring something in.
And I'm gonna say it again. I really don't think it's the quarterback. I think it's the play caller. But at this point, the city don't like Mitch Trubisky. So you can't you can't just keep it because the fans are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know,
And then
he
what
didn't
do you
do
do?
shit for
Trade
4
him?
years. He didn't do shit for 4 years. Why is you gonna keep him for the fifth year? So I mean, we can easily end up with Zach Wilson or Mac Jones or Kyle Trask. I think that's what his first name is, Cal. I think his first name is Cal.
You gotta wonder what's gonna happen with the Bears at the end of the season too. That's one thing I'm looking ahead and say what's gonna happen.
Again, another thing too, like you can't. I don't think you. I don't think they fire Nagy right now for the simple fact Chuck Pagano was offered a head coaching job. I forget what the fuck it was. I think it was Jacksonville.
That sounds right.
I think he was offered the head coaching job for Jacksonville, but he said he didn't want all of that.
That's right. Yeah, it was. I think it was Jacksonville because I know the the Khan the Khan dad. He not Tony Khan. His dad. He owns the Jaguars. He was involved.
Yeah. So I think he was offered that head coaching job, but he don't want a head coach. And I know a lot of people are gonna kind of hate me for saying this, but I think the next head coach, I think should be. I think with the next head coach, I think we should be going back to 4-3.
I can see that.
I mean, the 3-4. Yeah, it's the defense. It is good, but it's like unless you bring in a intuitive mind to run the 3-4, go back to 4-3.
And that's the thing. A lot of teams went to 3-4 in the last 5 to 7 years.
I mean, the Rams went 3-4, then went right back to 4-3. Remember, the Rams was 3-4.
That's right. Yeah.
They went back to 4-3. I mean,
Because they know they got linemen. That's why. You got the linemen. Let me put it that way.
I mean, when you look at it, if we go back to 4-3, 4-3 will have
Leo Mack would be a defensive end.
Khalil Mack will go back to defensive end, which is what he liked. Robert Quinn goes back to defensive end, which is what he liked as well. Then you got Eddie Goldman and Bilal Nichols. Because I don't, as much as we love Hicks in the city, I don't think you get Hicks another contract.
Ooh, that's tough. See, I like our linemen. Like Hicks is good. Roy Robinson Harris, you just don't see him enough. But when you do see him, he does something. But you just don't see him on the line enough. Then he's done for the season. I just read today.
Yep, shoulder. But I mean, if you go back 4-3, you gotta pick Bilal Nichols over Akeem Hicks.
Yeah, I think the system fits better with him.
I mean, Akeem Hicks give you a scary offensive line, but it's like Akeem Hicks is also 33 or 34. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's at that point you gotta play because of age.
Damn. We gotta see what this record looks like with the Bears. It's gonna be.
I mean, they can always still stay 3-4 and do a lot of rotations, but I don't know. I've always liked 4-3 better anyway. That's just me.
It always fit us better. Like it's cool. It was cool. It's cool seeing 3-4 with the Bears because I never thought I'd see it, but I think we just fit better as a 4-3 defense.
The only thing about that is we don't have anyone to play the outside linebacker spots.
Yeah, and you could pick, honestly, a second round pick, you can pick that up in the draft.
But we need offensive line. So these first three
Yeah.
rounds, it got to be Zach Wilson, offensive tackle, offensive tackle. Like, you kind of got to go offensive line. You got to go offensive line because it's horrible. It's horrible at this point.
And then you got, since we talking draft, now we got the NBA draft is in what, 10 days? 10 days? That's coming up.
I don't think it's 9-10 days. I think it's like
no, it's coming up.
5, 6.
Oh yeah, probably.
I don't even think it's that long. Oh.
And you look at the Bulls, I don't know what the fuck the Bulls gonna do with that. They in that weird spot of
9 days. No, 8 days. 8 days.
Yeah.
November 18th.
I'm looking at the Bulls. I'm like, what do you do with this pick? You in a weird spot of 4.
I think you draft a player like Isaac Okoro. He's a player that plays defense. So we have offensive players. There's no reason for us to draft someone that's an offensive mind, like, let's shoot first. We need someone. Oh yeah, and the other dude name is Onika Okunye.
Huh. It's gonna come down to those first 3 picks.
Okunye. Or Okunwu. Whatever. He's from USC. But both of those guys are two-way players. Both of them play defense as well as scoring. And what do we need? We need someone who can guard Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, LeBron James,
True.
the Greek Freak. We need someone who can guard one of the best players on the other squad. Oh yeah, another one is Devin Vassell.
I heard him, yeah.
But they say he a guard, but on our squad he'll be a small forward. So it's like you gotta. That's me. But of course I can't really comment because all we can do is go by how they did with how AK did in Denver, and AK kind of went two-way players in Denver.
True. And got one of the best big men in the league accidentally.
Well, he's not really two-way, but he's decent on the defensive side. But I think, to me, I don't know, man. Like, that's another, like, the Bulls with the head coach and the coaching staff that's getting ready to come in. It's like the Bulls can really do whatever the fuck they want to with this 4th pick, because I think the new coaching staff will get anywhere between 38 to about 50 wins up out of the squad that we have now.
Yeah.
And in the East, that's good enough for the playoffs.
Yep.
So, I mean, at worst, I can see us winning 40 games, probably.
That's not bad.
But I do think we'll be a above 500 team.
There's been a rumor going around that the Bulls or someone's going to trade with Golden State to get that 2nd pick.
Now,
in Golden State, they have the advantage. Do you need that pick? No, you really don't need that pick.
Here's the thing with me, right? If the Bulls trade with Golden State. I kind of think the Bulls are the only team really, really contenders for that because I think Golden State wants a big man. And we have one, Wilson Carter Jr.
Hmm.
Also got Daniel Gafford, which Daniel Gafford is really a center, and Wilson Carter Jr. is really a power forward in my eyes, as well as Laurie Markin is a small forward in my eyes. But I don't, I don't see us getting rid of Wilson Carter Jr.
That too young. A lot of people see the potential in him when he actually plays.
Exactly, and then now he's been posting up videos of him working on his mid range and his 3-point shots. We already know he got the back to the basket, so it's like I don't think you give that up.
I always feel like Laurie Markkanen's the main. He's gonna be
Now,
somewhere in that trade.
now, uh, will I be okay with us giving up Laurie Market? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it feels like he's been on the trade block for 3 years, and we just never think
Well,
about it.
he's wanted to be on the trade block for the past 2.5 years. Him and Zach, because they didn't like bowling. But I mean, to be honest, like just stay where the fuck you at. And draft someone with now if you okay, because I read a report today that Minnesota is thinking about going with James White.
That's a given. I think that's the first pick.
But why? You got Carl Anthony Towns.
Overrated. I'll just say it.
Of course.
I never got behind Karl Anthony Towns. Not for no max contract. No, he never should have gotten that max contract.
So I'm going to say this: Carl Anthony Towns. If James Wiseman go one, and Edwards is still on the board, I don't give a fuck what the Bulls got to trade. Get the number 2 pick. But if Edwards goes first, stay at 4.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because LaMelo's going to go 2 or 3. And do we want it?
LaMelo might not even go in the top 10 now.
Think so?
Like they said, his motherfucking draft interviews been horrible. Like he's not able to tell, like he's not able to read the shit, pick the shit up on the floor on the screen. Like, what defense is this? I think that he's gonna do this. Like his shit been horrible. So, but I can see the Hornets grabbing him.
Everyone, I think a whole bunch of draft boards since they did the lottery, a whole bunch of them have the Hornets picking him up.
Yeah, I can see the Hornets doing it because the Hornets, they need somebody to facilitate.
They need someone to facilitate, and they just need someone to get the fans can get behind. Simple, because they ain't got a star right now.
No, they don't. They got a bunch of nice complimentary players. They ain't got no star. But yeah, like if we can get James Wiseman at 2, I trade Wilson Carter. But see, like, is they trying to move down, or is they just trying to give up that number 2 pick?
I think they're just trying to get assets. That's personally.
Because if they just want to give us a second pick and we still keep the 4, I give them Wilson Carter and Lillard.
Yeah. The Warriors got all the advantage. They don't need that pick, and they know they don't. So
everybody know they don't.
They just like, we just lucked out on it. Do we need it? No. We're next to the Lakers, we're the biggest threat in the West. Let's just be real.
Lakers next to us.
Yeah. I mean, you look at who's defending right now, and it's the Lakers. Clippers, oh boy, I don't know what the Clippers are gonna look like. But you look at them, Clippers, they're a threat. Warriors are coming back full strength. And whether you like them or not, that's going to be the team that probably competes with the Lakers more than anyone. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of people be like, oh, you forgot about us, huh?
Now that's different. That's different right there because it's like if they're trying to trade the pick and move back, and damn, I just forgot his name. That goddamn quick. Shooting guard from Georgia.
Oh, shit.
I just said his name. But anyway, if he's still on the board at number 2, and they're just trying to yeah, Anthony Edwards.
There you go.
Anthony Edwards is still on the board at number 2, and they're trying to switch. If they're trying to flop, then I would get him Wilson Carter in the 4th.
Yeah.
Now, if they like, look, we don't really need nobody from the first round any goddamn way. We just want vets. Okay, that changed everything. Because now I'm going to give them, now this is only if Anthony Edwards is still on the board. And they just want to give us the second pick. You know, they're not trying to trade back. They just trying to outright trade that second pick. I give them Wilson Carter Jr. and Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like they just trying to trade down because, like, do you really need to be the second pick? No. They don't mind sliding back and they just get some for it. They in a spot where multiple teams could just contact them and it's like, I offer some. You need it more than we do. So if I'm current, I'm that ownership, I'm listening to offers, but I'm thinking you can't bullshit us on a trade. Like, you have to give us something good because
exactly.
You need this more than we do.
And then that's me, right? Okay, let's just say I was AK. So if they come at me the way you just said, you know, give me an offer. I'm like, okay, well, tell me if you just trying to move back. Because if you just trying to move back, then here's my offer. If you trying to just trade the pick and you just want vets or in assets, then here's my trade. Now, Lauri Markkanen, Wilson Carter Jr. and the 4th pick will be my trade for a draft day. To take that pick, just flat out, first off, I would have to talk to the head coach. But I mean, if you getting the 2nd pick and you got the 4th pick, do you need a 1st pick for next year? Not really. So I'll give him Lauri, Wilson, 1st pick next year. So I'm getting 2 first-round picks, 2 top 5 picks this year. You know, so that's just, I don't know. Because then at that point, I will get Anthony Edwards. And then I will trade back with the New York Knicks. No.
Oh, that's another team I forgot about.
I would trade back to Detroit. I would trade back. If they just gave me the 2nd pick, I get the 2nd pick for those people. I trade Lauri Markkanen, Wilson Carter Jr., and Otto Porter.
Yeah, Otto Porter, I feel like he need to be traded.
You got to get rid of that money.
Because he becomes a free agent after the season, so we may as well get
But he
some for
just
him.
opted in for that 20+ million.
Oh yeah,
No. So take Otto Porter up off our hands in that. Now y'all got y'all a solid ass bench and a starting player. Actually, y'all got 2 starters and a solid bench player. Okay, so then I trade back to Detroit, pick up Detroit pick, grab D Rose or Blake Griffin.
ooh, and that's a complete player right about now.
And I can see Detroit offering that to Golden State.
Yeah. Because Draymond, I don't think they want Draymond personally.
I can see Detroit like, yo, we'll take Andrew Wiggins off your hands. Y'all take Blake Griffin off our hands and give us that second round pick. Y'all get this 6th. I think they got the 7th pick. That'll work. Because I'll be like, look, player, y'all going up against LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Y'all need somebody that got better defense than the 2 motherfuckers in your front court. I mean, your backcourt. Y'all
Curry ain't defending shit.
Exactly. And Clay tried. But I can see Detroit offering motherfucking Blake Griffin. And then just blowing everything up.
Damn, I forgot about Detroit. They do got pieces. Fuck. Man, Golden State that's to me, the Golden State is gonna be the whole thing that just opens this up.
Because everybody is saying that Golden State wants a big man. Everybody's saying Golden State want a big man.
Yeah, because
So
that's the only thing they need.
if I'm Detroit, I'm offering Blake Griffin.
Yeah, big man, effective, can still shoot the 3, play defense. You know the man can dunk. Let's be honest.
You know he can catch hoops. And you know Steph can throw him. So
that team will be dangerous too. They're already dangerous as is, but and then you get rid of Draymond? Oh yeah, big shit.
I mean, depending on how the cap looking, shit, keep him.
Oh man, I feel like Draymond gonna get traded this year.
I mean, but to be honest, if you trade for Blake Griffin and your cap ain't looking that good, Draymond is included in that. It's going to be Blake for Draymond, second for 7. It's going to be a package deal.
Yeah, because I feel like
Draymond, and then as soon as Draymond get in Detroit, they're gonna cut him.
Yeah, it's gonna be who they do it. Who got that treatment? Wasn't Chris Paul? Basically got signed to a team and got traded almost immediately. Released.
Carmelo with us.
Yeah.
We traded, got Carmelo, and when his plane touched down, we released him, and then he got back on the plane and went to Port.
I don't know, man. I'm excited about this draft, but it's literally the first 4 picks, and I can care less because all the bullshit gonna happen in the first 4 picks.
That's when that is gonna be the most exciting time. After that, it's gonna be dry as fuck. It's gonna be like, oh well, what this team getting? Fuck that. Once the Bulls pick, I'm done.
I will say this: this may be one of those drafts where the best player coming out of that draft years later may not even be in the top 10. It may not even be in the top 20. Because it's just a weird draft where we ain't really see how good these people happen to be.
They going up off of the year before, really.
Mm-hmm. So you may just get lucky and get the Kawhi Leonard who turns out to be the 15th pick, or you get or Jokic who happened to be the 40th of all things.
Well, I mean, they saying that AK kind of want a player from overseas. But I'm like, if Anthony is there, you kind of gotta go with Anthony.
Oh yeah,
So
everyone's trying to hunt the Luka. They're trying to get the next Luka.
Not well. See, I don't think with AK, I don't think it's that because AK got deep roots over there. So I think AK really just know over the overseas market. Look at Jokic. Look at Jokic. Like he just know the overseas market. So I think that he will be comfortable drafting someone that he's been looking at and that his family members like, yo, like this a kid that you really need to think about. That's all that is. And then now he done drafted a shit ton of scouts and shit ton of player development people and all that stuff. So the Bears are in a good place.
That was the smartest move Denver ever made. That man was about to go right back overseas. Like, I'll just go back to my league and be the MVP again. They're like, wait. We will, if you ain't drafted by 40, we guarantee we will draft you. Simple. And they lived up to their word, and well, look what happened.
Yeah.
That was the smartest draft move. Just guarantee the guy's gonna get drafted. Like, you see it and no one else sees it, trust me, we do. And that was just the unbelievable smart move. Because no one saw that.
So he might pull one of those up out his ass this year.
I don't know. It's exciting to be a Bulls fan right now because you don't know what's about to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. I know this one is a little long.
It's usual.
Yeah, so you don't know anything. We'll holler at you. If you made it this far, we will holler at y'all later. We're going to try to be more consistent. Stuff is trying to slow down right now, but shit happens.
We get it out.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen. It might just happen a little bit later than normal. All right, man. I'll holler at you later.
All right, bro.
All right.